You're the creator of this team.
No, I'll probably get bodied. I'm terrible.
Compton with the angry face coming out.
Alright, here we go into it. Compton is issuing a challenge. Goes with Donkey Tron Thunderous. I'm not sure if he knows that's a safe leader or just heard us say it again. Who knows? Opting to go Cresselia Ferrothorn. Obviously, Shadow's got the lead here, I'd say, on turn 1. Donkey Tron is more than likely going to be forced out because Ferrothorn can very easily one-hit KO it with the full power Gyro Ball, which may mean he gets a free Trick Room here. We saw that Machampion's Cresselia was opting not to run Mental Herb, though I'm predicting that Shadow's Cresselia is running Mental Herb.
Send out Shu.
Sends out Shu. Compton's trying to get the advantage here. Definitely try to force the Ferrothorn out, and whatever Ferrothorn tried to launch onto Xerneas right there will be next to no damage on Shu, because it does resist both steel and grass that Ferrothorn likes to carry. Desolate Land is going to pop here, which is going to give him the stun advantage for those full powered eruptions. Ferrothorn going to protect. Safe move on his part. Here comes a taunt. Now let's see if the Cresselia is Mental Herb, because that may put him in stop in his tracks. It is Mental Herb. Trick Room is going up. Now Compton's fighting an uphill battle. Shadow has got the speed advantage for the next 4 turns after this, and Compton's team is basically all plus speed natured Pokemon, so this is an issue. But then again, I'd still give the offense to Compton right here, even though Shadow has a speed advantage, because Cresselia and Ferrothorn can do nothing. But here comes a Kyogre. Let's see if Compton read it or not and fires off a P-Blades here, which honestly would be the best option. You know he's got Kyogre in back. If you got a Kyogre in your party, you're going to bring it.
Of course.
And if you don't lead it, you got it in back for this exact situation, trying to switch it in on a Groudon, trying to gain the upper hand.
Correct.
Now this is the reason why Compton's running mixed set with Precipice Blades on Groudon to hit Kyogre on the switch, just as he's doing right now. Ferrothorn opts to go with the Power Whip on Groudon, which is going to do a little bit of damage. Compton goes with the Earth Power, which is a very interesting move on the Ferrothorn, which is not going to do much damage because the Ferrothorn is most likely Sassy Nature, upping its special defense. So I think a little bit of a misplay on Compton's part. I'm surprised he didn't read the Kyogre there. Compton is definitely not in a good situation here. Shadow has the upper hand. Compton will probably try to double protect here. Chooses option not to. Gyro Ball on the Thunderous. He resists it, but it's going to do some nice damage. Obviously break that Focus Sash. Here comes a full power Water Spout. Will take out Thunderous. So Compton loses Thunderous, which is huge because that's honestly his best support Pokemon at the moment.
As you saw in last match, that one HP.
That 1 HP, and he's still putting work with it.
Full health.
Here comes Fat Dactyl in the face of a Kyogre Ice Beam, while Trick Room has, I believe, 3 turns left. Compton's fighting an uphill battle here, though at VGC this past Sunday, he did have Trick Room set on him about 4 times, and he won 3 out of the 4 games.
Wow.
So he definitely knows how to fight against Trick Room, though it's difficult right now. Shadow seems to have him read at this point. And Compton going basically the same team he brought the last 2 games, opting not to go with his other 2. Which is an interesting choice. Again, it's kind of a toss-up. It may work out for you, or it may blow up in your face. Here comes with the Protect, trying to stall out Trick Room turns, obviously. Kyogre come with the Water Spout. Shu is a goner. But there's nothing he could do there.
Absolutely not.
You don't want to switch yourself into a full HP Water Spout because that's going to cripple whoever comes in. Nothing he can do. Even Donkey Tron's in trouble here. Now, I mean, more than likely he's going to try to protect with Donkey Tron, maybe try to burn 1 more turn of Trick Room. As many turns as he can get and try to get the Geomancy up. But then again, Compton's sitting here staring at a Ferrothorn, which will 1-hit KO the Donkey Tron.
Shadow still has all 4.
He does. Compton is in danger of getting 4-0'd right here. Very, very dangerous. Kyogre come with the Ice Beam, will KO the Salamence without fail. Compton, wow.
Compton's getting bodied.
He is going to get 4-0'd here, because he can do nothing to the Ferrothorn. Yeah, Shadow takes a very decisive game 1. Compton opts to forfeit. So what happened? What happened there?
I have absolutely no clue what
We
happened.
see
It was...
our salt cam here. Compton looks awfully salty. I can see his muscles in his arms bulging.
Is that a vein or two?
Yeah, look at his forearms. It's like he's about to like stroke out. Look at him. He's got the hand of the chin looking very, very grizzled, very veteran.
I just think Shadow's just a great watcher. Like,
oh yeah, he definitely took that information from
he took that information
from Machampion and Compton said.
If you look right next to the cell phone there of Machamp, that's actually a notepad.
Yeah, a lot of Pokemon players take notes.
Shadow brought this notepad and he's using it.
Dude, Pokemon players take notes on everything.
Well, I need a notepad.
I even take notes if I'm better looking than my opponent.
This is true. You did
it is
tell
true.
me that.
Because I feel like if I'm better looking than my opponent, I've immediately got the edge.
Yes. He's at a 4. I'm a 10.
I'm a 10.
I'm a 10.
You know, as long as you get a good pump before your match, you're good.
Yeah, you're good.
If you're looking tough, feeling tough,
at least
everything's Gucci. Yeah.
Because it adds +1.
It does.
Yeah,
+1 to strength.
Exactly. Because now when you show the non-tattooed forearm, you're at a -1.
Yeah. It evens out.
It evens out. Let's see what Compton
This
does
should
here.
be an interesting game too, though. I think it would be. Yep.
Oh.
Compton already messes up.
I can't even say that.
Obsolete Crobat and Shoe. Crobat Rayquaza lead coming out from Shadow. So Shadow opting not to go the same route he did last game, even though he decisively 4-0'd him. So this will be interesting.
Is that a Turducken?
That would be Turducken.
Turducken. It's the silent P that's throwing me off.
So we may be getting into a tailwind battle here between Crobat to Crobat. Ray and Groudon really can't do much to each other at this point. From what we've seen from the Ray, it's looking to be more so physical. I may be carrying Overheat, but we've seen E-Speed, Dragon Ascent, and Protect from it. So more than likely, based on that set, the fourth move is Overheat. So Groudon and Rayquaza can't really touch each other here. So this will be interesting. And Compton probably going with Tailwind on his Crobat here just to try to set the speed back to neutral. He opts to go with the Taunt on Crobat, which is good because he knows the Crobat cannot have Mental Herb since Cresselia does. Compton goes with Precipice Blades, obviously expecting the standard Kyogre switch in, and then Ray usually carrying Waterfall, some type of water move to hit Pete on Kyogre switch because his airlock does negate weather effects, so he can hit him for 4 times effective damage and take him out. So basically nothing doing turn here. Shadow does have the advantage at this point because of that Tailwind, though Compton will probably try to get his own Tailwind up here. He may not, though, because Shadow may opt to go with the Dragon Ascent on the Crobat and take it out. Now, I don't believe we've seen what Rayquaza's item is. Shadow may be trying to set up the KO here on Shu. I'm very curious as to why Compton did not protect there. And we do see the KO. Shu is out on turn 2 without having done a single point of damage. That's depressing. That's definitely heartbreaking right there. And Compton's Crobat opting for the Super Fang and the other Crobat. Interesting. I thought he may would have tried to set his own Tailwind there to try to match it and set the speed back. But then he would get probably 1 turn advantage on his Tailwind, since he obviously used it a turn later. It's going to expire a turn later. And we see his trademark Donkytron coming back out, which is now going to put Shadow in a tight spot. Crobat can do virtually nothing to Donkytron. Shadow should be concerned here, though Compton needs to set Tailwind with his Crobat. He just has to.
Just to bring everything back to speed.
And while I do believe his Xerneas can live a Dragon Ascent from Rayquaza, it's still going to take a ton of damage right here. So even though Compton may, on paper, may have the advantage, he really doesn't here. Because he may just go Super Fang Dragon Ascent on the Donkytron and take it out.
There's a Super Fang. And Dragon Ascent.
Because he knows the Crobat is only carrying Super Fang. It's got no offense whatsoever besides trying to, set up KOs here. Donkytron is the threat, and Compton is just getting wrecked. Multiple forms of speed control coming from Shadow. He's got Tailwind and Trick Room, both ends of the spectrum here. Just good team building, to be honest with you.
Shadow definitely has a good read on Compton at this
Oh
point.
yeah, he's got his number. This is looking pretty bad again. Here comes Ferris Snarf. That would be Landorus Therian.
Ferris Snarp.
And if he's going to do what I think he's going to do, this should be fun. Yeah, Compton not setting his own Tailwind is really coming back to bite him here.
He should have done it multiple turns.
Yeah,
ago.
he should have tried to match Crobat's initial Tailwind, because maybe then he would have survived. I mean, getting the taunt on Crobat is safe, but that's something you do after Tailwind. Tailwind is a priority at that point. Because you just can't let someone get a free advantage like that. You got to try to match it yourself, which Compton failed to do, and now it may have cost him the game. And we're going to see another Dragon Ascent on the Landorus Therian, which will pick up the KO even at -1, because he's sitting at 50% HP. And Compton is literally getting Super Fang Dragon Ascented to death. It's a dirty combo, but that Tailwind just hurt. And now he comes about 5 turns too late. Yep. Yeah. Shadow has got this in the bag. Decisive 2-0 set win with 2 4-0s. Compton has failed to take out a single Pokemon. Our president and CEO gets Shrek'd on stream in front of everyone.
Is that an interview that's coming right now?